What up? What up? And what up to everybody? What's going on? Once again, it is time for the four. Put them fours up, fellas. Oh, Lord have mercy. Here we go. We got Darth Idiot here. We got the four black guys.
Darth Idiot.
Darth
Idiot is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the Four Black Guys Show, guys. So thankful that you guys are on with us on tonight. We have a great show lined up for you tonight, guys. We're going to talk about Christmas. We're going to talk about the vaccine. We're going to talk about... Yeah.
Help me.
Yeah.
Very criminal.
Yeah.
For me.
And
I
Steve.
gotta take the hood off of that. Okay.
Now put your Dark Idiot hood.
Yeah, take the hood off of that.
What's up? What's up, Matthew? Good to have you in the house, man. All is well. Thank you for coming.
Matt, what up, homie?
What's up, Matt?
If you will, those of you who are on with us, please click like and share. That's like and share. If you're on Facebook,
Like and share.
Like and share.
Share and like.
Right.
But like and share.
Those two things are important. And if you're on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button and the bell. Oh, my man said stick with the bass. Golly. Hey, no, for real though, Mario can sing. For real though. No, for real. He can sing. You know, you got to turn the mic way up because he's singing like a little Tweety bird.
What?
But you got
Wow. Okay.
But he can sing. No, I'm gonna give it to my boy. He can sing.
He can.
Thank you very much.
He can. Yes, he can.
Has been proven. Have been singing for a long time. I just don't sing as much as I used to in years gone by.
And the world is grateful.
Is Mac on here? I think Mac on here. Mac can tell us the truth about that.
I don't know if Mac is on just yet.
He on.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him.
Okay. All right, guys. But we got a great show lined up for you guys tonight. We're gonna take a couple moments to let everybody get in. Once again, if you're please click like, please click share. If you're on YouTube, please hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know that we are on. McLeonard, there's a question for you. Can your brother really sing? I know he can sing. I've witnessed it in a couple churches that we've played together in. So I know that Mario can sing. But they don't want to hear from me because they think I'm biased. So, but anyway.
Well, you asking my brother. So when you think he would be biased?
Right.
No, Mac gonna tell the truth though.
Right.
Oh,
I learned something about y'all.
Well, let me tell you this. Watch this.
You talked about your sister, whatever that was, did so. Y'all tell the truth on each other.
He believe it or not, I don't think my brother has really seen. I can count on one hand a number of times I think my brother has seen me do anything musically.
So he vouched for you. See, yes, he can.
He did.
There we go.
See,
you can take that to the bank now, then.
Right. Oh, you couldn't take my word for it, Lovejoy? What's up with that?
Oh man, yeah, absolutely, I can. I believe you.
What up, Ernest? What up, man?
Oh, man, it's a beautiful painting. Where you get that painting from, man? That's a
I'm glad you asked, sir. I'm glad you asked. Not bad. Keep going. I'll tell you more about that painting.
Okay, cool. So we want to welcome everybody in. Thank you guys for showing up once again for a Sunday night show, 7:30 p.m. right here.
Sunday.
Black Guys in. So let's start it off. Let's ask how everybody's week went. Let's start with Darth Idiot. James, how's it going, man?
I see y'all got jokes today. My week was good. My week was very good. Didn't do a whole lot this weekend. Got some shooting done, normal stuff. Nothing big, nothing major. Just a week.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I think that pretty much did it, huh?
All right. That's pretty much it. All right. Mr. Leonard, how was your week, sir?
Man, you might want to save me for last.
Oh, geez. All right, then.
No,
Mr. Lovejoy.
Damn,
Love
just like
Joy?
that, huh?
Is he
Love
stuck?
See, we got a story off camera that y'all are not privy to. So you don't want to share none of that right now, do you, huh?
There you go. He said, "Move on."
Move on.
All right.
Okay, well, I kind of feel bad because I'm finna give you the business right now, baby.
All right. Give us the business.
Good week. I ain't talking about work. Work, man, whatever. It's work. Couple of major things that happened this week. First, let's start first and foremost. Let me say I am super califragilisticexpialidociously proud of my daughter Kayla for graduating from Auburn University Montgomery.
Amen.
National Bachelor's degree.
Yes.
Kept her off the pole. Way to go.
That's all you want to do as a daddy. Keep them off the pole. Hey, man, I think we in there, bro. I think we good. We are good with that. Right now, she's on a little mini vacay. And I ain't gonna say where she is, but she's on a little mini vacay and enjoying her well-deserved rest. I'm proud of it. It was she had to overcome some obstacles. Let's just say that. In getting this degree, and I'm proud of her. She showed what she was made of. She buckled down and did what she needed to do to get things in order to graduate, and I'm proud of that little girl. I didn't raise a punk, and I don't mean that I mean it like I said it. I didn't raise no punk, and I had to tell her that a couple of times. I said, look, we would have conversations. I didn't raise no punk. I didn't raise you to think like that of yourself, or to, I purposely put stress on y'all as kids to a degree so you can learn how to think through tough situations when things get tight. Did I not? And I would remind her of some things that happened in her childhood and why. Then it came back to her as to why it happened. I would tell her, that's why I let that happen. That's why I let this happen. I put you in those situations so you could think through them for yourself. Did you not think through them? Yes. I said, okay, well, you have the tools to think through whatever happens now. You just have to put your thinking cap on. And she, like I said, man, she overcame some obstacles. She prevailed. I'm proud of her. That's one. Very proud of my baby girl. I call her my baby girl, but that's my oldest child.
Hey, man.
Two.
Can I tell you something, though, before you continue on? That picture out there of you, because I saw it, was a reality check for me.
Also,
because I remember you having her in your arm while you had your base on your back. And you had her in your arm as a baby. And I said, what the hell? She graduated from college.
Yes, sir. Dog.
I was like, dude, am I that old?
Yes, sir, you are. Absolutely.
Hey, man, that gray ain't in there for nothing, bro.
Yes, you are.
Wow, hey, that was a reality check. I got depressed, man. I was like, I remember her as a baby. You carrying her in the church.
You remember her in a car seat.
In the car seat, dude.
You remember her?
Wow.
Oh man, it got depressing, man. I was happy for her. She's a beautiful girl, but I was like, oh hell, I'm old.
Yeah, I mean for real. Like,
Hey, Jay, hey man. Sit over in the dark and do your thing now.
I'm just agreeing with you. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, you already know there's no edge over here, don't you?
Darth Idius.
What up, Mike?
So, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that. Go ahead. My
But part two of my great week, just good things been happening. I'm in a good place right now. I'm in a good place. My weight is down 20 pounds.
Wow.
My credit is up. Yes, 20 pounds.
Congratulations, man.
That's what's up.
Hey, man,
Go ahead.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I ain't lost no hat size. That's the truth. 7 and 5/8, 7 7/8 if I let my hair grow. But weight is down 20 pounds. My credit is up 17 points for the second time in 2 months. It has bloop, bloop, for the second time in 2 months. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I'm good with that. I'll take that. Well, I'm working on 0% interest on this new motorcycle I'm trying to get.
I heard that. I heard that.
So weight down, set it up, and my A1C.
Is somebody
Say
watching?
what?
Is somebody watching?
Oh, I see my brother.
Uh-huh.
Hey man, I ain't married her for her cooking. How about it? How about it? No, what you log off for, Steve? What you log off for? Hey man, we'll eat baby.
I don't want to hear nothing
night.
about that, Doc. I don't need to know nothing about that, Doc.
But yeah, whatever. And went to the doctor. And when I started this whole eating healthy thing, Doc, my A1C was like 10.9. If you know anything about your A1C, it's supposed to be between 0 and 7.
Hey, Kayla, congratulations, girl.
That's you. That's
Hold on
you.
here. Baby girl, what's up, baby girl? What's happening? What's up with you? Proud of you, girl. Don't bring me no babies home from this mini vacay. I don't want no grandbabies. I already done told you that. None of that. Uh-huh. So, if doctor's appointment, try not to get sidetracked because my
I
ADD.
mean, because this is getting long.
I don't care. I told you I was gonna be a minute.
Okay.
It was 10.9 the last time I went to the doctor. It's 7.4 now.
All right.
My doctor was jumping and turning flips, man. He was like,
Ain't it
"That's
funny,
what I'm."
doctor, when you get your A1C right, your doctors do backflips.
Yeah, man.
When I got mine down, man, my doctor was happier than I was.
Doc. I mean, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, hey, man, I'm trying to do some things. So overall, good week, good weekend, man. Good week, good weekend. Can't complain about nothing. I'm done. I've talked enough.
Okay.
Steven?
My week was good, man. We got a lot of people going home from the hospital. They're gonna be working from home, so that's good. Yes, good and bad for me. But less people to take
Hold
care
on,
of.
you still have to attend to their needs at home in terms of
Oh yeah, man.
Really? Do you have to go to their house?
No.
Okay.
But hopefully it's stuff we can do over the phone. I want to say hey to Miss Linda Jones in the house. What's going on, lady? But the week was good, man.
What's going on, lady?
The week was good, man. Me and the wife, we went to be an open book. We adopted some kids, and we had we go talk to a counselor, man, because we want to get to the point to where we give the kids some tools to work on with their management of the attitudes and anger and all that. So it was a good week, man. We had a really good week. So we just want to give them some basic good coping skills as they got older. But anyway,
Perfect.
That's what's up, Steve. That's what's up.
Good
That's
remedy
right.
that I found out over the years for that is a baseball bat to the back of the legs.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Hey, see, good deal, man. Good deal. Hey.
Let him finish that. I want to hear that. Darth idiot.
When they go to school, people don't notice. So all I'm saying is a baseball bat, Louisville Slugger. The cheap ones are bruised. The Louisville don't bruise as much. So you got to get the Louisville Sluggers right to the back of the knees, okay? And you don't swing hard, okay? You ain't trying to break nothing. You're just trying to get their attention, okay? Just their attention. If you swing too hard, you're gonna break something. They put you in jail for that. So you just swing just hard enough to get their attention. Back of the knees, not too high, not too low, because you don't want. They got to be able to walk, so you don't want to hit their gas. Right to the back of the knee, okay?
I mean the curse.
Proven method. Would you like to speak to some of my children? Proven method. It works.
How'd it go in the counseling session? Was that progress?
Well, it's just me and my wife at first. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not listening to Darth Idiot, man. I'm not doing that. It was good, man. And we're gonna have the counselor come in this week. He's gonna come to the home and he's gonna talk to the kids, and so we can have a family meeting. Because at first it was just me and my wife, because we had to become on one level before he comes in and talks to the whole family. So, but it was really good, man. It really was. Got us some skills too, man. Because I about ready, put the elbow. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do that.
You can't use elbows because elbows work. So you use your hand right here.
Okay.
That part of the hand right there.
Okay.
Right
Uh-huh.
to the base of the neck, right there. Works wonders. Trust me.
Whew. It's gonna be interesting. We 16 minutes in. This is gonna be interesting.
Right.
Hey.
Oh, boss lady said, take that off your head.
Right. Boss lady said.
Oh no, he ain't got to take nothing off his head. Let me tell you.
All right.
Steve,
Yeah, they'll pay for it
let
after
me
the
tell you,
show. They'll pay for it after the show.
Spatterod,
Don't keep acting like that.
All right.
Spatterod, spoiler child. My dad used to thump us right across our forehead every time we
Really?
got stupid. Hey, bap, what you doing?
Yeah.
Think. Right quick, bap. And he had them big old horse fingers. Still got, I mean, doc, whoop, and you will hear it thud real hard. Oh, yeah, he ain't play. He ain't play. Put them in their best. What?
Well, you know, we don't. And this might be part of.
Hang them in the
another show.
closet.
We don't. You know, we believe in using the rod here at the house. So you know what I mean. That can be a whole nother show because you know most black families use that rod.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We use some type of corporal punishment, but we don't want to have that to be the go-to every time because the children are already scarred. We don't want to scar them up too much.
Yeah, that's
but anyway.
good. That's good.
You know, and I think putting a Louisville slugger to the back of the knee might traumatize them a little bit more than.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
The word about traumatized, it don't leave scars. That's what you just said. You don't want to leave more scars. The
No,
slugger,
I didn't. You said that. I didn't say nothing about scars.
so we don't want to leave scars. We want to make sure we just catch their attention. That's all.
Wow. Okay, so what are we talking about right now?
All right, so guys, let's get into the show, man.
James, you on something different tonight, boy.
I don't know why you got that.
Look, Steve, listen, just walk in the house and fire one bullet in the air. Just look. Just when you walk in the door, just fire, pow, just real quick, and then just turn around and walk back.
Hey, Matt, don't do that. Don't encourage that.
Matt, you can't. No, Matt. Where football bats leave scars because the skin gets sucked into them little holes and it leaves a mark.
And you know what? Matt need to cut that out. I was gonna cut it, but Matt need to cut that out because that little girl of his got him wrapped.
Right here, got him right there. Huh?
He got him wrapped. He ain't talking noise like he really doing something. What going?
Steve, walk in the door, fire one bullet, then walk back out.
No, then I got to patch the hole, the bullet hole.
Yeah, you're gonna have to patch the hole, but that's
No,
okay.
I'm not. You creating work for me.
Everybody in the house tightened up after that. Kids, wife, everybody. You won't have no problems out of nobody. Nobody. Well, I don't know. Tanya from Atlanta. You might have some problems out of her. Tanya from Atlanta. You might.
Hold up. Mike, Rush whooped you. I can't believe Rush.
I believe that. You don't believe that?
I don't know, man. I can't see Rush that upset to whoop somebody.
I don't think he was that upset when he did it, but I believe he got him. You know,
okay.
I can see it.
All right, guys.
Because Mike was a well-behaved kid. He wasn't well-behaved for no reason.
That's true.
You know, he just wasn't well-behaved just because. Nah, he caught their work.
All right, guys. Today is the 13th, guys. We in this country because of the lack of leadership and incompetence in our higher offices. We are now looking at a total of 16.3 million cases in the United States of the Trump virus.
Still their fault?
16.3 million cases of the Trump virus in America. There is now a record 299,000 deaths. I'm sure that's going to be well over 300K by the end of the week. Yesterday, I think I heard a report that over 3,000 people died in one day.
Yeah.
One day. I want y'all to let that sink in now. More than 3,000 people died because of the lack, the incompetence of one man, because he didn't get it right. He chose to say it'll disappear like a miracle in April. It's supposed to be gone in April, according to the idiot in charge.
I gotta take my hood off for that one.
I like that. The idiot in charge.
They died because of Trump.
And so we are now looking at epidemic of unimaginable proportions, guys. They are now having the vaccine coming out maybe on Monday. I think some of my sources have heard that they're going to start releasing it on Monday. Is that true, guys? Have y'all heard the same thing?
Yeah,
They started shipping it to what this morning or was it yesterday?
Here's my problem though.
Yeah.
Huh?
You still got a lot of people, especially black people, who ain't gonna take it. So what's the point?
Stop. We don't even have to worry about that right now because for the next several months, they will be worried about frontline workers and all of the hospital workers, nurses, doctors. So they got to get those folks. So by the time it trickles down to the general public, we'll be several months out.
Go to the hospital and see a majority of the nurses are. Go to the nursing homes and see a majority of the CNAs are caring for those people. There's a lot of black folks in that.
It just depends on where you are, what the nurses look like. The demographic of the nurses, I think, reflect the area that you're in.
Not necessarily, no.
Yeah, necessarily.
Uh-uh.
What do you mean? You talking about there's a lot of black nurses in KKK country, Alabama?
Exactly. That's my point. The demographic, the nurses represent the demographic of the place that you are. So here in Birmingham, yeah.
KKK country, Alabama don't have no major hospital there. So if you look at UAB, if you look at Grandview, if you look at St. Vincent's,
watch that. You're talking out. You're talking Birmingham. Go to Wyoming. Go to Denver. Go to places like that where the population. Go to Maine.
Again, you still have a major portion of black people who do not want to take the vaccine, which
That's
I'm not
true.
arguing with them. I'm not arguing with them. But my thing is that this is why I say the vaccine part of this is not going to be as effective as we want it to be because you still have too many people that are skeptical and unless they're made to take it, aren't going to.
Well, watch this.
Even if the vaccine rolls out, we still got a long way ahead.
Oh, no doubt. And I don't think the argument is that this is going to be a quick fix. I don't think that's ever been the argument. Even though we have a vaccine,
they were predicting by summer of next year we should have this headed off. I think it's going to be longer than that.
I'm inclined to agree with that. For Carlton Mack is 2,977 people died on 9/11. I'm inclined to agree with that. That we probably might be looking into the fall of next year to everything's like whatever normal is going to be.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I can go there with you.
Right, but you think it's going to be longer, Lovejoy?
I don't think we can ever use that word normal
again.
Yeah. I did air quote.
Right. Whatever our new normal is.
Whatever our new normal is.
Right.
But here's my thought, guys, about this vaccine.
Thanks, Matt.
So all of these years we've been trying to find something to cure cancer. We still fighting over trying to find a vaccine for the common cold.
Right.
And you telling me you found a vaccine within a year's time to cure a 95% rate to cure this monster of a virus? Is that what you're telling me?
So
I see the road.
Let's keep it in perspective. So the vaccine isn't a cure. And believe it or not, the common cold is more complex than COVID-19 is.
It's more variant.
Right. So it's harder to deal with a vaccine. So you got to think about it. Vaccinated people will not get sick, but they can still pass the virus on.
They could
You
be
see how that works?
Again, and I think you're missing my point, though, James. You're missing my point. We have all of this technology to this medical advanced technology.
Right.
We've been fighting, and I understand the complexity of the common cold. I understand that. But you telling me you found a solution to a virus that has just been introduced, who has spread it more rapid than H1N1, the swine flu, has spread it and has killed more people. You're telling me you found a solution to
Remember,
fix that within a year's time? Is that what you're telling me? You can't
Remember-
be right and tell me straight.
So where are you going with that? Are you saying it's bogus? That's where you're going from. What from?
Absolutely. I think there should be more. You know, I don't want to be the guinea pig of this vaccination. I don't. And but watch this. And it's going to be more prevalent in the Black community than anything.
Mhm.
I think. And to hear, for me, listening to a Bill Gates talk in 2007 on a TED show, and said that they are trying to depopulate
Mhm.
society,
Mhm. Mhm.
and all of a sudden
Mhm.
he's the forefront. A man who made computers, he's
Mhm.
on the forefront of trying to push this particular, I say, propaganda.
Mhm.
And he says that they're gonna start in third world countries. They're gonna make sure they give it to people who's of a certain social economic status. Come on, man. I'm just saying. I think there's more to it than just this.
Well, of course, we had this conversation on the show prior to you coming on, and what we called it was the thinning of the herd. And that's what I can see how you would. I can see how you would think that, because I kind of feel the same way. I understand it's a thinning of the herd. The population of the earth is too much. They need to thin the herd some, blah, blah, blah. So who better yet to start with than melanated people?
Absolutely.
And that right. I get where you're going. Go ahead,
But
Steve.
my thing is, with the common cold, with cancer, and the other big named diseases that we deal with, there's profit to be made, because they don't really affect the economy like this is affecting the economy now worldwide. You see what I'm saying?
Worldwide.
Common cold, you get sick, you can get sick for a while, but you'll come back. Cancer makes money hand over hand.
Yeah.
Hand over hand. Hand over hand. Cancer makes money until the person dies. That's why there's no cure for it, because it makes too much money. Now, here's the other thing.
Control it than to cure it.
Right. They can medicate it like AIDS. Which guy ain't died yet? What's Magic Johnson? Still alive.
Magic ain't got no age.
I don't believe Magic got age, man.
Okay. But I'm just saying for existence, for not existence, for example. You know what I'm saying? It is now a manageable disease, and it makes money hand over hand. COVID on the other hand,
pharmaceuticals want to get them. If we can get it managed, we can make money.
Right. COVID on the other hand is affecting everybody's pocketbook. And so that's why I think the difference is, and why they move so fast, because the economy around the world is getting stomped on.
Well, you got to think about it though. Remember that the coronavirus in itself has been around for a while. SARS was a coronavirus. MARS was a coronavirus. So they've been working on solutions for
this is what Matt was saying. I was going to go back to Matt, what he was saying. Go ahead.
So they've been working on actual vaccines and everything for the coronavirus. COVID-19 is another virus that spawns from it. So only thing that happens with Operation Warp Speed, they said, okay, we've got to fix this now for the basis of what Steve said. It's fooling with our money. Now, if it wasn't fooling with our money, then flip it, let them go through it.
Right.
But it's fooling with our money now. You know what I'm saying? Like it jacked
and there's
up
money to be made.
Right. It jacked up.
And there's money to be made.
So remember, until the stock market crashed, is when they really kicked it in high gear and said, okay, we got to do something now because we ain't making no money.
Whoa. Are you suggesting, James, that the stock market crashed because of COVID? Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Y'all, Steve, James, y'all miss me with that.
So listen. Listen, I hear where you're going with this, but listen.
Okay.
Understand though, okay? Whether or not people want to believe this thing was laboratory made in China or whether it was natural or whatever, is I don't know. But I do know is that they are not, and when I say they, I'm talking about the powers that control this country are not going to allow anything that's going to affect their pocket. Okay,
Okay.
this affected their
Their
pocket.
pockets.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So in that aspect of it, it's we got to come up with something. We got to make it look good. We got to make it seem like it's for the people. You know what I'm saying? We got to make it seem like we're for everybody, but we got to fix it because it's
I
affecting.
get it. I get it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I get
So
that.
now you got, but I'm with you on this vaccine. No, I don't want to take it first either. Like I gotta see. You know,
But
what
y'all
I'm saying?
not gonna be first.
That's the point I was trying to
Y'all
make.
not gonna be first.
I'm not talking. I'm talking about general public. I ain't talking about this frontline stuff because this is
But the
just
frontline people.
Listen to what I'm saying. I believe, and this is just my opinion, that
And
by
it's
the time it starts rolling out to the general population, it's going to be a different vaccine. I don't think it's going to be the same. That's just my opinion now.
That's some UFO stuff right there.
It may
That's
be.
some Area 51 stuff.
It may be. And like I say, it's just me now. It's just me on what I'm thinking. You know what
So
I'm
they
saying?
passing out. So right now they passing out the vaccine in UK. They've already passed it out to the elderly. I think the frontline workers are about to get it. On Monday, I think they're gonna pass it out. I think what they said, what I heard, was they're gonna pass it out to the frontline workers and then the elderly here. And then the general mass, we should get it sometime next year, right?
Right.
So you thinking between what's happening with UK and our frontline, we think they would give the frontline workers a different thing and then come back with a whole nother batch for the general public?
Okay, so Steve, you can answer your own question with that.
Okay.
When we were issued placebo and we were injected with STDs as experiment.
Tuskegee experiment?
The Tuskegee experiment.
Mm-hmm.
We really don't have a good history of doing what's right. I think this is a publicity stunt initially to say, hey, we're giving this vaccine. And you know what's crazy is, and I don't want to admit this, but I agree with James in this sense, that there's going to be a second wave of this particular vaccine that's going to come that's going to be completely different from this first wave. I completely agree with that.
I would agree with that if the first one rolls out and a lot of people get sick, then yes, it needs to be tweaked.
No, but I'm saying I
understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but I'm the only reason I'm not going down this road with you guys, there are too many factors of death and money involved. And you need cogs in the machine for the machine to work.
There's a disclaimer. There was a disclaimer from the FDA, and that's the reason they were trying to get it approved, that they are not responsible for the reaction or the allergic reaction of this particular vaccine.
Right.
That's the reason they had to get the approval from the FDA, because it was done so fast.
Right.
And so it's labeled on the still experimental vaccine. Right. So they don't have to be held to accountability or responsibility. So if 900 people died all of a sudden, well, we consider that. Mm-hmm. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying. I think we agree to disagree. I think we agree, but on some points we disagree.
Yeah.
Of course. I just, because like as me being so-called frontline because I work at a hospital, I'm scared about getting it because I work at the hospital and we are going to be made to get it. And I work in IT. I ain't gonna be nowhere near patients. You know what I'm saying?
That's my dude.
What?
Matt.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna be looking to see if you grow a tail, player.
Hey, hopefully I'll get a superpower.
We all,
you know what I'm saying?
Dream. You know what I'm saying?
You might develop telekinesis or something. You know what I'm saying?
Telekinesis, flight, something. You know what I mean?
And then those that die will come back alive, and that'll be the beginning of the zombie
But
apocalypse.
honestly, hey Mario, because you diabetic like me, I was reading some stuff, man, that has me weary about how it will affect our blood sugar. With us being diabetic.
Mm.
That's what I was telling Steve. That's what has me weary because I was reading something and I got to find it again where it was saying certain types of vaccines will shoot that blood sugar and shoot your A1C sky high.
Mm.
And
Mm.
I got to find that article again. But yeah, that's what had me looking like, man.
Yeah,
like,
they had,
you know,
they had
do I deal with a vaccine that's going to do that to me? Or do
Mhm.
I just take the chance on getting the flipping virus and hopefully I can get over it? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well,
it's
I'm
like-
gonna tell you, me in the industry that I'm in, I can hold out for as long as I feel I need to. I don't think that's going to be made mandatory for people like me.
You don't?
Truck
you sure,
driving,
man? Because you come in contact with people though when you make
I do come in contact with people, but I don't think it would be as mandatory for us as it will be for a lot of other people. I
I would
believe
think the
all have
opposite. Mario. I would think the opposite.
watch. Watch. So I think I believe I'll get a chance to sit back and watch and see what happens in these human trials before I'm made to take it. That's what I believe. Now they might do it before, they might attach it to the fact that before I can renew my CDL.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
may do it like that, but I think I have a minute. I believe I have a minute. So I'm gonna sit back and watch and see what happens.
So I got a question for the audience. If it comes out, are you gonna take the vaccine? And you guys that are listening, hit us up, let us know. Are you gonna take the vaccine when it comes available for you guys? Also
so
heard
here's my thing though, and this is
All
what I was pondering. So let's say, so the vaccine is coming out, and you do have a lot of people that are saying they're not going to take it.
I knew
Right.
Leonard wasn't gonna take it.
What's So then, what's the alternative? I mean, what's the solution then? Because we want to get past
Say
this.
yes.
We want to get back to that new normal or whatever. If we're not going to take the vaccine, if that's not going to happen, then how do we expect to get to that point?
Okay, so I think that argument, James, you need to present that argument to these people out here who refuse to put masks on, who refuse to practice social distancing,
Well, those people
who don't even believe that this virus even exists.
That's why I can't pose that question to them because they just don't believe it's dangerous
Okay.
anyway. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe it's dangerous anyway. I'm talking about the people that believe it's dangerous, but at the same time, because I know people that have had it, but are still saying they are not going to take a vaccine. So it's to those people that I'm asking, then, and I'm not disagreeing with them that they don't want to take it or anything. My question is though, then what is your solution or what is your answer to how do we get to this new normal then? If we're not going to take a vaccine, or even if we don't even believe that this is this serious. I'm around people a lot who believe that this thing is not serious. They believe, like Trump did, it's a hoax. They believe that it's just the flu and people are taking it. I mean, I'm around people like that.
Yeah.
But my question to them is always, what if you're wrong? Like, listen, I'm one of those ones who take precautions, but I'm not in a state of fear like some people are.
Right.
But I always ask myself, what if I'm wrong?
Yeah.
Am I willing to put my child and people around me at risk for what I believe? And so the answer to that is no. So I wear a mask when I don't want to, and I stay 6 feet apart. But it's not for me. It's because I could be wrong. So I ask people, what if you're wrong? What if you're wrong? What if not taking the vaccine is a mistake? And you're wrong, and somebody who you love, because right now we're looking at numbers. Steve just read out a bunch of numbers, right? But we got to understand those numbers are people. Those are people. So we got to remember that what if it's somebody that you love who caught this thing and died because you, in particular, didn't take the precautions to do what you needed to do because of what you felt. And that's my thing. I haven't done things not because of how I feel, but because I could be wrong and I can bring it home to my son.
Absolutely.
Or I can bring it home to somebody else.
Yeah.
So I've got to take certain precautions. Now, like I say, I'm not in fear like a lot of people are about this thing, and I'm not shutting down my life. But I am doing certain things to try to take certain precautions. Like I hate wearing these masks. I get choked up, man. I can't breathe. I hate them. But I'll put it on
Right.
because of other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because my mindset isn't based just on me.
See,
It's
that's
based on other people.
I get that.
And that's the problem with our country right now, dude. I remember in the 80s, people were like, it was all about, what was it? About me. Everything was about what I'm gonna get. What, how much can I get? And it was about greed. And now what we're dealing with in our country now is greed with ignorance. You know what I mean? Because right now it's like, it's about my rights and about how I feel and about, it's like,
Right.
that's a good question, dude. But I don't think they're going to be able to answer it because people are so narcissistic nowadays that they can't answer it with one complete thought or one complete straight answer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it has to be a way that has to come back to them.
Okay.
Carlton Mack said something. I'll take it. If y'all take it, I don't have to. I almost kind of disagree with that.
Carlton.
Right. I kind of disagree with that, Carlton.
Do you see the point? And I think he's trying to make here.
I think
the point he's trying to make. So
if enough of us have it, we heard. It's herd mentality. It's herd immunity.
It's herd immunity.
Right.
But I think he's saying.
But there's always that one chance.
Yeah.
Understand herd immunity still only applies to that. I may not get sick because I'm vaccinated, but I can still pass it. So if that person isn't vaccinated, that person can still get sick. So it's still, like Steve just said, there's always that chance. Like I said, what if I'm wrong?
Right. I mean,
what if I'm wrong?
Point presented, James. I'm just saying, I don't think it's funny, but I understood exactly where
he's coming from.
What he's coming from with that, because if enough of us take it, and to Steve's point, it's herd immunity. And that's how a lot of people are actually thinking. So I don't want to take it because I don't want to run the risk of something else happening to me, or I'm part of the conspiracy theory of depopulation. And it's just a lot of ideas out there about this particular vaccine. That's all.
Well, I can tell you, we will know within 3 to 6 months. I think we'll start seeing the effects. At least by 6 months, you will start seeing the effects of the vaccine once it rolls out. So we're gonna have to keep our eyes.
I understand. I'm with you on that, Mario. But that's if we have a decent number of the population doing what needs to be done. Because in America,
experts say you need at least 70% of the population for herd immunity to kick in.
That's
a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
But I'm not even talking about that, Stephen. I mean the effects of whatever negative effects if the frontline workers and people like that have to take it first. Let's watch them over the next 3 to 6 months. You'll tell.
So they become
it's gonna be quicker than that. It's gonna be quicker than that. Say that again, Lovejoy.
So Mario, you saying that the front line, our first responders, become the sacrificial lamb to see?
Exactly.
That's what they're doing.
That's what's happening.
That's what's happening. That's what's going to happen, Lovejoy.
That's exactly what's going to happen. Those people and the elderly people, because they're going to get it first. But I think if the elderly people, they can chalk their deaths up to old age, sickness, or whatever else. But your frontline workers, those younger people that get this vaccine first, let's watch them closely. Let's see what starts to happen over the next 3 to 6 months.
I think in the UK, they said 2 to 3 people had not
The
sick,
allergic reactions.
some allergic reactions to it, and that was because of the allergies that it might have had or something that's preconditioned.
And they cleared up. They took the epinephrine. Yeah, that thing. They took that shot, and it was and they was okay.
Right.
So it's
it's gonna be faster than 6 months, dog. We gonna know we gonna know if they turn into zombies in the next 3 months, 2 to 3 months. And of course, Jesus.
Hey, you're gonna need to be a little bit quicker than that on the draw.
Yeah, you gotta be quicker than that on the draw.
Wait.
Look, it got hung up a little bit back there, but it's okay.
It depends on the zombie, because if it's a slow moving zombie like Walking Dead, he'd be all right. But if it's Z Nation type zombie, he'd be dead already.
I'm dead. I didn't want to get it out. Them jokers fast.
Right. In Z Nation, you can forget it.
Fast, baby. Yeah, I'm depending on the Walking Dead zombies. That I can walk real fast and get away from them. Like, I'm dependent on them. Them Z Nation and them things that was on the new Night of the Living Dead zombies that was running. Oh, I'm dead, brother, because I can't run. I walk with a limp already. I got nerve damage in my leg. I'm screwed. You know what I'm saying? I'm screwed bad. So as long as we got them Walking Dead zombies, I'm straight. I got enough storage space in the house.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm gonna switch on up a little bit, guys. Let's switch it up just a little bit. Let's talk about we in the time of Christmas. I was gonna talk about the Proud Boys, but we're not gonna talk about them tonight. We'll talk about them next.
What's happening with the Proud Boys though? Is something else?
Oh, you know they was in DC having a rally.
We had a rally in DC
yesterday. Trump supporters. They had a big rally. And so last night they went on a looting and burn spree. They went to a black church, ripped down the Black Lives Matter sign, and burned it. These are supposed to be, the Trump supporters. Yes,
Trump supporters. This part of your moral majority,
right? But what's funny is now you had a group of these idiots out here. What's his name? Milo, the guy walks around being a white supremacist in a tie. He's up on stage talking about he wants to burn down the GOP. He wants to take the GOP down.
They're trying to start a new party.
So
we know how that went. Vis-a-vis Tea Party.
I'm going to check up on guns. Hey, Mike, you can't fire your guns, man. The guns draw more walkers to you, so you don't want to fire your guns, bro.
Okay, man, come on.
I'm responding to the comment, man.
Okay, yeah.
I'm responding to the comment.
I don't know if he was talking about zombies or getting ready for the Proud Boys.
Or the Proud Boys. What are you talking about? Proud Boys or the zombies?
Wait a minute. Carlton said, "Put my Trump hat on." Hold on, Carlton. I'm going to
no.
Hey man, don't do that. Don't do. Hey, Steve, be ready to cancel him out of this.
I will. Don't worry. So Tony, what you kind of look a little puzzled about what I just said about the Proud Boys and these other MAGA. I'm gonna start. I got a new name for them. I heard it the other day. Cult 45.
Yeah, I heard that too.
45.
I'm just you made a comment about a gentleman. He says that the GOP needs to be burned down.
Right. He said that he's gonna take his life's whatever. He was going to take the GOP down. He said he was going to burn them down. That his life's mission was to take them out.
What was his reasoning with him saying that?
I thought he might taking it off now. I don't know. Because he's really butthurt. They didn't really do what they didn't do what he wanted them to do. And I think he got his feelings hurt a lot with the whole white supremacy thing. And so I think Milo is on a mission now, and he had people chanting with him, like, take the GOP down, something like that. It was crazy.
As my uncle would say, I ain't got no dog in that fight. So,
dude, I'm here to tell you.
So you're getting an extremist Republican. What do they call a Republican? The right wing, left wing, right wing. So you get an extremist right wing group that's trying to take down a branch of the right wing.
That's that far right stuff.
The far right wing is trying to get rid of whatever the right wing was.
Right.
So, but you
Let that soak for a minute. So sounds like
And Margaret, honestly, I'm trying to grasp the whole concept of that notion.
What's up, Josh?
An extreme asceticism, talking about burning down an extreme asceticism.
Exactly. That's where I'm going. But see,
you gotta think about it. They're far
right.
You see what I'm saying?
You got
they're
right.
Right-wing conservatives. They're
here's what
far
I
right.
say.
The same way you have far left folks.
Right.
That are
Antifas. You got left, and then you got Antifa.
Exactly. That's the extreme.
Wow, man,
those are extreme tree huggers. They hug the trees real hard, huh?
Right.
Real hard. They put
this
they
political
just
game
love
is
on.
crazy. This political game crazy, man. You got
I have not seen it.
So make me understand. Make me understand, Steve.
Yeah.
Make me understand.
Okay.
His reasoning again for wanting to take down the GOP is what again?
That they did not do what he thought or wanted them to do.
Sounds like and smells like entitlement to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of these right-wing people, they do have a sense of entitlement. And that's one of the biggest issues that some of us have. But what you got to look at, though, Lovejoy, is that you've got extremists on both sides of this thing. So you have people that are just like this guy here he's just really right. He's just crazy right-wing. And a lot of these people, they don't agree with some of these Republicans. Like, they don't believe in bipartisanship at all. At all. You know what I'm saying? So there's no working across the aisle. You know what I'm saying? Anything that Democrats want, anything that the left want, they ain't with, period. And then you have, like Steve said, these Antifa people that are just so far left, they literally hijacked Black Lives Matter. Literally hijacked it for their own needs.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
These were the people that showed up at the protests and started rioting.
Right.
And then Black Lives Matter gets blamed for it. These are all white people you saw in these videos, man, burning down stuff. Most of these were white folks you saw.
Paying people to drop bricks in certain areas for the riot. Those people.
Yeah.
I get
Even
you.
in the DC, the whole thing with DC this past weekend, the police did not mob. There was no army pulled out. Wasn't no rubber bullet shot. Wasn't no gas canister shot.
Well, some folk got stabbed. There were some people that got stabbed in this situation.
There were some folks that got stabbed. I don't know if those were Proud Boys that got stabbed, but I do know that the Proud Boys beat up a woman.
What?
Really?
Yes.
A sister?
I couldn't tell if she was a sister or not.
No, if she was a sister, we definitely know about it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I think
I get you.
I think if she was a sister, that would have been front line right now.
They beat up one of their own. It is what it is.
No, they didn't beat up one of their own. It was probably a liberal or Democrat they beat up on. But
Mario, that's that right there. See, that's that attitude right there. See?
But this is where we are as a nation, people. This is where we are, man. I wanted to get to Christmas, guys. I want to talk about Christmas. I want to keep it light.
Well, let's get there.
I don't care. You want to talk about the brother what happened to the brother in Ohio? Was it Ohio?
Woo.
Man. Let's get into Christmas, and we can get into all of that next week because I want to read up more on that myself,
and
I want to get some more facts on that case there.
That's a lot. It's a lot to unpack in that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was reading that. That's a lot to unpack, bro.
You know, and this is why I want to get it, because right now, man, with the temperature of the country, and I'm not saying that in this case, but we can take things and make them out to not be what they are. So I just want to make sure that I have my facts straight before I speak on it about what happened, how it went down. And because like I say, right, because I've seen some news articles, man, that had black people getting shot, and the person who got shot had 15 guns, fired an AK at the folks, and now people, you know what I'm saying, now people up in arms because he got shot. Well, you know, I want to make sure my facts straight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, all right. Well, Merry Christmas, Steve.
Merry Christmas. Well, you can't get nothing straight with that piece of crap on your head. You got a little doo-doo on your head.
Listen, man. Listen. Y'all stole the election.
Oh, Jesus.
Y'all had dead people voting. Okay. All right. Y'all done fooled around. Y'all can sign off. That's cool. But y'all had Christopher Columbus voting in the election. Christopher Columbus, George Washington, Jesus, Elijah, all of them done voted in this election 3 different times for y'all to steal the election, okay? That's all I'm saying.
This dude is comedic. He is comedic gold.
Is he
I
done?
mean, y'all not only did Jesus vote in the election, but he raised Lazarus again, so Lazarus could vote in the election. So that's all I'm saying, man. And
Hey, let me know when he's done. Let me know.
Okay. I think he's done. Hey, look, I saw this joke on Facebook. It's like Joe Biden won more times in Atlanta than the Falcons have.
You say Joe Biden will? Hold on, say that again.
Joe Biden won more than the Atlanta Falcons have.
Yeah, Joe Biden won Georgia more than the Falcons have.
But listen, to speak to this point, y'all, I want to speak to every Trump supporter out there because I got to get a laugh in with this. Kavanaugh, Gorsuch, Barrett, all Supreme Court justices put on there by Trump.
By Trump.
Every one of them said,
nope.
You lost, bro. Kick rock.
Get to stepping.
Hey, that was gangster, man.
So, listen.
My mama might be watching. Get out of here.
I got to repeat this. Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and Barrett.
Yes.
All said, bruh, you lost. Get over it.
Right.
Come on, man. Listen, right now, all Trump supporters need to just let folks have a laugh right now. Let us go ahead and laugh and get all the jokes out and all the memes out because it's funny.
It is funny.
Because
it is
this
funny.
dude literally put these people in place for this reason. Okay? No other reason other than that because he knew he was going to have a problem with this election.
They played
He
him.
needed justices that he thought was going to be able to back him up and overturn this thing. And they all said, kick rocks. You lost. Pack it up. It's time to go. Come on, man. Let us get our laugh in. Don't y'all say nothing. Let us just laugh, man. Let us make all the jokes we want to make. Y'all concentrate on Georgia. See if y'all can get these Senate seats y'all need.
Wait.
Ooh.
Because the GOP is telling folks not to vote in Georgia. They're telling the Republicans are telling Republicans not to vote.
That is such a stupid.
In Georgia.
Any conservative that is falling for that bull crap, you stupid.
Right.
And I'm going to put that out there.
Because I know how to fix it. I know how to fix it.
Okay.
They need to go in if they believe the machines are bad. They need to go in, vote Democrat. So then when they flip it, it'll flip to Republican.
It'll flip to Republican. That's good.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that means yeah.
It's like when I heard that, I said, do y'all know what not voting is going to do?
Ooh.
The only chance you got now is to try to maintain control of the Senate. That's the only chance you got. And y'all gonna not vote?
That's funny, Josh.
See, that to me, that right there explains the whole Trump presidency. Stupidity.
Yeah.
That lays it all out right there. You trying to tell me that this man, y'all so caught up in this man that y'all gonna let him convince y'all to just not vote. Because he's mad that he lost. And so you're not even thinking, okay, the president is gone. The only chance we got to get our policies is if we maintain control of the Senate. And y'all letting all that slip away because he's telling y'all just don't vote because the election is rigged.
I'm with you, Carson. I'm with you.
Don't vote.
Yeah, don't vote.
Don't
look. Believe Trump. Believe Trump.
Right. Don't vote.
The voting system here in America is corrupt, and until they get it fixed, don't vote.
Don't vote. Stop voting. Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard it from me tonight. It's corrupt. The machines are broken. Castro and all them other people in the foreign lands and all them don't use the machines. Don't vote.
use the machine. Don't vote. Just don't
Boy,
vote.
these
That's
jokers,
right.
these jokers
It's
so
rough.
dumb, ridiculous. These jokers just dumb. I have never seen, and I've actually seen people. I've actually seen people make comments on social media, Republicans, that they are not going to vote.
I have too. Doc,
And
I have too.
Okay.
I'm like, boy.
and I'm just like, you, and I want to say so bad, this really shows your intelligence. You
No,
can't even
don't say nothing.
yourself.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Wait a minute. What scared me is one lady had the nerve to say she was a teacher. And I said, ma'am, please tell me where you teach at, because I don't need my kids nowhere near that. I don't need them nowhere near your class. I don't even need them in the same city as you.
Right.
Because you obviously can't think. And if you teaching people, like I don't get it, man. I really haven't. It's
You
Trump
missed a lot. man.
literally. Trump literally took people's ability to think away from them.
Dude, it's a cult, man.
And Steve, I told you I was studying cult mentalities, and that's what I found out. They take away your ability. Cult leaders take away your ability to think for
To
yourself.
think
Right.
independently.
Yep.
And that's exactly what this man has done with these
Yeah.
people. He's
Yeah.
taken away their ability to think for themselves. Because you're literally
James,
not.
James, I
Sir.
think you gave it to him freely.
You think he gave it to him freely?
I think they gave the ability
To think up freely.
freely.
Gotcha.
But how do they do that without the manipulation of the leader?
There has to be persuasion, though, and there has to be a decision made. And what I'm telling y'all is those who's following him in the ignorance thereof made a decision to see truth and not follow truth. So it was their decision, not Trump's.
And see, and I've seen people.
Agree.
I
see
know
where you go.
people who supported Trump, who followed Trump, but have still said, "Hey, man, that mess you talking now was stupid. We got to vote. We got to get the Senate seat." You know what I'm saying? I don't mind those people because they're thinking for themselves. They are actually at least saying,
Those
"Our
are
candidate
thinking.
lost."
Tracy,
Those are
They already
yes,
thought that
yes.
way.
They already thought that way.
Yeah.
Trump was just louder. Trump was that galvanizing voice for all of those backwood rednecks.
that's exactly right.
Oh yeah,
to be
definitely.
openly racist. That's all it was.
Can we talk
And-
about
and-
the
and-
Alabama
and-
representation that
You're
tried
exactly
to
right.
be part of this?
You're part of this lawsuit.
Dude, they were stupid.
Yeah, Josh, listen, man. I mean, this is Alabama, so we
know.
right.
We
Listen,
knew.
we put Tommy Tuberville in the Senate. So
Comrade Trump.
Hey, speaking of which, though, we said this on this show.
Mm-hmm.
We said this on the show about Doug Jones
Running for attorney general.
for Attorney General.
Right.
You know what? Cameron Sankey was the first person that said that to me. You know, Cameron
we
Sankey.
talked
he
about
worked
remember, Steve, we talked about it when we was on Josh's show.
Yep.
About how I thought the reason why Doug Jones, because if you think about it, Doug Jones didn't campaign that hard here for his seat.
and that was weird.
Yeah.
And so my thing was, I'm thinking something had already been whispered in his ear.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
he just wasn't worried about this seat here. And
Right.
said, okay,
But
let
Tommy
Tuberville
Tuberville-
do whatever he do. I'm going to go and be AG. Now, here's the thing, though. I don't know if Doug Jones will be a strong AG or not.
Oh, whoa. Fix that.
No. And
I want to hear that one.
And I think he may be a good one, but I don't know if he'll be a strong AG.
Why? I'm listening. You got to give me some backup on that.
So we can talk about this. We're gonna have to talk about this on a later date because there's some stuff that we can go into about how he's voted in the past and some things that he's done. Now listen to what I'm saying. He's not Josh, shut up. he's not, like I said, he won't be a bad AG. I just don't know if he'll be.
You still ain't gave me no backup.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think he had a
What's
backbone.
wrong with
I
it?
don't think he don't have a backbone. He don't seem like he's a strong person.
You don't think so, Steve?
I think
Doug
so
is
because I mean
Oh.
he chased after the bombers
Right.
Right.
all these
Right.
years. I mean, he chased that down, but that's different from what you might face when you're trying to go up against bars.
It's one thing to do
Some of them-
things here in Alabama. I get it. It's another thing when you're the Attorney General of the country. It's a whole different ball game. I just don't know if he has the backbone to withstand some of that pressure.
Okay.
Why do you say that? You still haven't given us any foundation to your argument about that. Because this track record suggests something else.
His track record is here in Alabama, though. And even if you look at his track record here in Alabama, when he comes under pressure, he has a tendency to lay down a little bit. Not necessarily fold, but back up on what he said.
So what has he laid down? Where has he not stood strong on?
He didn't stand strong. It was something that kind of happened early out with Trump that he kind of held back on. What was that? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Hold on. a minute.
It was something
is why I
stupid
said
that Trump did that he didn't necessarily speak out
we need
against initially.
to discuss it in a later show where I can look up all this stuff because I don't have it all in front of me and I don't want to misspeak.
Man, you can't be
But like
throwing bombs and
Yeah, you're right.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why listen, if you heard what I said, I didn't say he would be a bad AG. I just said in that position, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure, and there's a lot of times there's things that the Attorney General, look at William Barr. I mean, there's a lot of things that the Attorney General gets pressured into that they might not necessarily agree with, but have a tendency. James Fred, stop talking. Shut up.
That's your boy.
that's your boy.
Listen,
That's your boy.
we'll
You know what it
discuss
is? You know what it is, James?
What's that?
It's the hat.
It's the hat. It's the hat.
It's dumbing him down.
It's dumbing him down.
You're right.
Get the hat off, dude.
That's what happens when you put on an idiot hat.
Because you know what just happened? You look just like Trump when you did that. You made a statement, and there's actually no basis to your argument.
Listen
And
to
that's
the
why.
statement
And
I
that's
made.
why it got cut down by the Supreme Court.
Listen to the statement
There you
that
go.
I made. The statement that I made is that I said I don't know if he would be a strong AG. That's all I said. I didn't say he would be a bad one. That's all I said.
Okay, well, we was just asking for concrete reasons for your belief.
Next
That's-
week when I have a chance to go over all this stuff because I've been sipping a little bit right now.
Oh, I thought it was
We
water.
ain't sipping number ice water. Stop lying.
So this is my water right here.
Right, Carl. He pulled the pin out the grenade. Now,
Right.
Now he don't know what to throw.
Back
It.
in.
He like, what to do now? Where? Throw
Hey,
it?
look,
Trying to get it back in.
trying to get it back in.
Tracy, we just gonna move. We gonna keep moving on it
you
because
got to. 'Cause
look, he logged off.
No, I took him off. He put that hat in the camera.
All right, Steve.
All right, here we go. Let's finish up, guys. We're hour 9 into it. Do y'all feel the Christmas spirit this year? Do you feel the Christmas spirit this year? Are you feeling Christmas?
I do.
Is the question.
I do, and the reason is because Christmas to me is
It is in your heart.
Not-
Okay, hey, James, please
What?
take the hat off because you're about to say something crazy. Seriously, man.
I'm
Please,
not about to say
I'm
nothing
begging
crazy.
you. I'm begging you, please.
Listen,
Take
the
the hat
hat
off.
gives me strength.
Okay.
So-
See, watch this, y'all. Okay. Go
So
ahead.
because Christmas to me isn't the
All right, Josh, we'll get you.
it doesn't
Uh-oh.
mean to what does that say?
What
Sipping
is
what?
sipping? What are you sipping?
Water. Y'all see?
No, don't get distracted.
No, the cup. The cup.
Ain't nothing in that cup but apple juice.
That's all. Come on.
Christmas to me, man, has always been more about what I do with my family than anything else. So as far as when I talk about family, I'm talking about my immediate family. So now it's pretty much just me and my son. And there's
Mm.
certain things that we've always done on Christmas. You know, going to get the tree, decorating the tree, you know, little silly stuff that me and him have always done during this time. So for me, it's it's fine because I still have that. I still have that part of it. I've never been, you know, when I in my older years didn't really do a whole lot of traveling to go see my other family anyway because they're all out of town. You know, in
Okay.
Mississippi and stuff. So in my
Miss.
older
Okay.
years, didn't really get a chance to go see them a lot anyway. So not going this year, you know, isn't really a big thing. I'll talk to him on the phone or whatever. But me and my son still hang out. We still do our thing. We still gonna wake up on Christmas. He gonna, you know, I'm more of a gift card guy to allow them to go and buy their own stuff.
No imagination.
Well, I mean, he's got some. There's always gonna be some stuff under the tree for him to open up, but the major part of it is always gonna be on the gift card because he enjoys being able to order stuff and the stuff coming to the house in his name. You know what I'm saying? So he enjoys that. It's exciting. So I give him that opportunity. So for me, man, it's just you know what I'm saying. It's all the same. I mean, I don't. My kids at an early age, and Lord, I hope ain't no children watching. You know,
Get your children out of the room.
Santa Claus was never a big deal.
Okay, so James, I really want to hear each one of y'all perspective about Christmas. I think everything has changed for me. Change.
In
And
what way?
okay, so let me just make this disclaimer because Matt is one of my dudes. Matt is a white dude. I know his wife Lindsay. They're part of our church. So I just couldn't see teaching my girls that a fat white man broke into my house and gave them gifts that I worked my tail off for.
You racist, man. Racist.
Right, you racist, man. You
Yeah, call me
racist.
what you want.
He's not racist.
But
He
watch
doesn't have
this.
a system to control to suppress anyone.
Go ahead, man. We just messing with you. Go ahead, Tony.
But yeah, but so my thing is, I just couldn't see me working hard giving credit to a fat white man. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And what I want you to understand is Christmas, by reason of studying, is not about me going into debt to get you something and to spend money that I don't have.
Right.
And then to give, again, this fat white man credit for going into debt, so I'm going to be paying off. And so my whole ideology has shifted when it comes down to, okay, I just don't do the Christmas thing, man. We got the tree up in there now, but I can't subscribe to the whole idea. And I want to hear what you guys, your perspective on how you do Christmas and what's your approach to it.
I like when Mike got a question. He said, "Would you feel better if it was a fat black man?"
Fat black man.
No. Oh, hey, Mike, if the fat black man was me, I think the whole idea that we cooking cookies, Keisha and they're cooking cookies for another man. I'm just talking about this whole.
Well, for me growing up. You know, my parents did the whole Santa thing, but for me, I've always been logical and used common sense. So my thing was, if Santa bringing all this stuff, why am I hearing my dad cussing out the bicycle at night because he's trying to put it together, and the bolts ain't going in right, and he cussing? Like, why am I hearing this if Santa dropping this stuff off? You know what I'm saying? Or why am I hearing him fussing at my mama because she done went and spent $300-400 when Santa's supposed to be dropping this stuff? You know what I'm saying? So for me, it came easy. Now for my kids, because of you know I was married and my wife at the time didn't necessarily think the way I did. So you know I let them do the whole Santa thing or whatever. But early age, you know, I had, you know, my kids were told, you know, hey, Ain't none of this stuff real. But what I found out, Lovejoy, my kids didn't even care where it came from. Like
Right.
they didn't care.
Right.
Like they was like, oh, okay, they real. So am I still gonna get
Right.
this PlayStation next week? Or like they didn't care. So
Right.
it was easy when it came to my kids. And because of some of the situations that I've been in my past with being homeless and sometimes just not having the money to get stuff, I'm thankful that I never
Give me
had
that up right
kids.
there, Steve.
I never had kids that were materialized like that. To where if they didn't get
Leave that up
necessarily
right
what they
there.
were thinking that they were gonna get, I didn't get bad attitudes from them. They were thankful for whatever it was.
Okay.
Let's read what Tracy said. She says, I feel like it's
Leave that up because that goes in hand with what I was gonna say.
okay. I feel like it's necessary to explain the real meaning of Christmas, but for kids, it's all about the imagination. I love watching my kids open the toys Santa brought them. It wasn't about how hard I worked. I worked hard for their reactions. All right, go ahead.
Wow,
Now,
that's a good
if I may give mine now because I ain't been able to talk, but
But wait a minute, Mario. I just want to say no. Go ahead.
I really don't like you, James Fred. But okay, for me, your initial question on this was what, Steve? How did you set this question up?
Do you feel Christmas this year?
No, I do not feel Christmas this year. The magic of Christmas for me is gone. Now let me go back and let me work my way into that. I loved Christmas as a kid. I did. Believed in the Santa Claus thing up until a certain age, just like most of us did. And after I became a certain age, after I had kids, my joy around Christmas then became making Christmas fun for them. Now, at the time my kids were little, we were at the same church for a while, Lovejoy, and we was on that kick about not teaching our kids about Santa Clauses. So I kind of stayed real gray about the Santa Claus thing with my kids. You know what I'm saying? I didn't necessarily tell them it was or was not a Santa Claus. I just kind of let them fall into, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really want to spoil the magic of Christmas for them. Yes, it's supposed to be about Jesus and this, that, and the other. Okay, that's cool. If you're pushing it's the Christian narrative of Christmas. Cool. But I didn't want to kill the magic of Christmas for them. Now that my kids are grown, I don't feel Christmas the same way. And maybe I don't feel Christmas because of everything that we've been going through in 2020. I think that's a big part of it for me as well. We hadn't put up any decorations this year. The house is as it's always been. Nobody in our house is in the traditional Christmas mood. You know what I mean? And normally it's like that for me up into a certain point. We haven't done any Christmas gigs, Steve. We hadn't done any, you know what I mean? So the magic of Christmas right this year for me is gone. Don't really know if it's coming back until maybe I have grandkids or I have somebody to make it fun for again.
Yeah, I think when you got smaller kids around again.
Right. I don't have small kids, so I have nobody to make Christmas fun for anymore. So the magic of it for me right now is gone.
Well, my thing.
So I agree with Tracy on that statement.
Me and my wife, when we got the kids, when we first got them that first year, we had to have a talk because she and I, we deal with the Christian aspect of Christmas. And we didn't want to lie to him because I'm kind of we fell along the lines with Anthony, and his thinking was that we're gonna give all these adulations to a fat white guy. But the thing of it is, when you have kids, you don't want to kill. Me and my wife decided we didn't want to kill the imagination and the magic of that imaginations for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Right. At first, because we didn't know if they was gonna stay with us. You know what I mean? Right. And then after that, we didn't want to kill it, but now they understand that there's they get it. There's no Santa Claus. No Santa Claus is, Stephen and Tanya. You know what I mean? And so for us, Lovejoy, is that we wanted to keep that imagination, like Tracy said, because I believe that things are birthed out of imagination. You know, we write music,
Right.
that stuff comes out of the
Right.
imagination.
The imagination.
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying, of a child or just a person. So for me, I feel Christmas because, like you said, it's the kids. Is the having the smaller kids and their excitement and their joy when they come and run down the steps,
Exactly.
and when you got paper everywhere. It's that imagination that we enjoy. I do believe there has to be a balance to it. Like Lovejoy said, I agree with his point. I mean, we are really instilling in them, in our young kids. I think somebody said it earlier, the savior complex of the white fat man coming in and bringing in what you want. You know what I mean? And we're instilling that in our children. That's a whole nother conversation and topic. That's really interesting idea. But we did not want to kill that imagination in the kids for me and my wife. You know what I mean? But I think
I got what Tracy said, man. That was a good statement.
Okay. What the fuck? I get it. I get not losing the magic and the whole imagination of that. Being creative as it relates to a child. But I'll point to this, and this has been justification.
That's a good one,
I think we could do stuff like I just did to spark the creativity and the imagination of a child.
You did.
What did you do? That right there.
Look what I'm pointing to. You did it too, Mario. You did it too, James. You did it too, Stephen. And I think there has to be, as you said, a balance. And I respect and appreciate everything you guys have said, even what Tracy said. I appreciate that. But I just, and it's my perspective, that there's a certain rhythm in my house that we live by. That's the rhythm of my house. What I was not going to do is give credit, and that because y'all know how I think. I was not going to give credit to the fat, and I go back to this, the fat white man bringing something in my home. My thing is, okay, the imagination. It's more blessed to give than to receive. Teaching those principles like that. And I'm not trying to steal anything away from Christmas, but because I subscribe to the same ideas, Steve, as you, I subscribe to the same ideas as you. Being I don't want to say Christian because I denounce Christianity. Right. Being a believer of what that really, really meant. Right. So here's my thing. All right, guys. Do what you're supposed to do. Give. Become the biggest giver, and you can live by your giving. Here's what mom and dad did because we're proud of you and because we want you to continue on. And you should be able to enjoy the benefits of the blessing. That's all I'm saying. And I get it, Mario. I get it, Steve. I get it, James. I'm just saying for me, it's just hard for me to wrap my mind around that concept of giving somebody else credit for something that I worked hard. That's all I'm saying.
Well, but dude, I hear everything you're saying. But for a 5-year-old, you're speaking with a 46-year-old mind.
Yeah.
For a 5-year-old, Chief, they don't want to hear all of that. They're not gonna comprehend all of that.
And Mario, I'm not saying I say all of that. I'm talking about.
I get it. Yeah. But for them, I mean, it sounds logical to us as an adult with an adult mind, but for a 5-year-old, Doc, it's about running down there tearing open boxes on Christmas. Sure. And I left it so great in my household. Have any of y'all seen my daddy? Who's seen my dad? Steve, you seen my dad. My children thought my daddy was Santa Claus. That's how gray I left it for years. That's my dad.
Yeah.
Little fat black man. So they thought Pawpaw was Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And I didn't kill it for him. I let him think, okay, your granddad is okay. Yep. I ain't kill it for him. So I get what you're saying, and then I kind of let them come into their own understanding of what the deal was, and they kind of came out of it quick. You know, it wasn't long before they came out of it. You know, but and then they realized, all right, Christmas time, we finna get toys. You
Right.
know, my first Christmas with the first Christmas, I think my daughter Kayla, Lord have mercy, Kayla was 3, and I bought her all of these toys, 2 or 3. I bought her all of these toys, and you know what she did?
Play with the boxes.
Play with the boxes.
Yeah.
Trying to put money out of the boxes.
Yeah.
You know, that's a funny memory now, but I was mad.
All kids did that though.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah.
We played with the boxes.
Played with the boxes, right?
Yeah.
The
Play
boxes.
with- I was mad. I was 38 hot. You better play with this kitchen set I got you. she crawling in and out the box it came.
Yeah, the box is more fun. The box is a fort, a castle.
Yeah.
All that.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I could have loaded up at Food World.
I get that, and I'm not saying I'm stealing anything away from them. I'm just saying, for me and my perspective, it's just hard for me to do that. And I don't want to steal anything away from them, because I think I enjoy giving to my kids. So I don't just use Christmas as the point all to start doing stuff for them. That's throughout the year for me. So I don't want one day to tell me how I'm supposed to do this or do that and then give somebody else credit. So I'm not saying I steal anything away from them. I'm just saying this whole idea for me is just kind of hard for me to grasp. That's all. And that's why I really wanted to hear what you guys, how you guys conduct yourself around Christmas and how you did things. That's the reason I asked that.
Good question.
Carlton, that's a good question, Carlton. I thank God I didn't have that problem.
I've been there.
I planned. You know, I ain't saying it wasn't ever tight, especially in my 20s. It was tight. It was tight sometimes in my early 30s, but you know, I just planned and I made sure they had.
That's good, Tracy.
You know, you get what you can afford or be creative. That's exactly right.
Exactly right.
All right, so then let me play devil's advocate on that.
You got 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. No, I'm just asking a question. So then we get what we can afford, and if we can't afford it, we don't get that. So then the whole purpose of us going to sit on Santa's lap, which is kind of pedophilia to me, you go sit on his lap and tell him what you want, and then those things don't come to pass because of what I can afford. Is that not being, and I'm asking, is that not being deceitful in some ways? Do we set our kids up for failure for that?
Good question.
And I've heard that argument before.
Right.
It's a good question. Yeah, we take our kids to the mall, go sit on Santa's lap. They tell Santa what they want. Santa says okay. Christmas Day comes around. Parents couldn't afford it. They didn't get it. So this is where I think the at-home teaching has to come in at. I always taught my kids. We didn't necessarily do the whole going to sit on Santa's lap thing, and the reason that was my reason why right there, because I was in some times when I couldn't afford pretty much anything. If the kids' grandparents didn't step in and do stuff, a lot of times they wouldn't have gotten anything. So that's why I never did that. Santa Claus was always, something that we may have told them about. They watched the movies and all that kind of stuff, but we never really took them to go tell Santa anything. They told us, and I would listen. I'm gonna be honest. I would lie and be like, "Man, listen, I forgot to tell Santa what you said. You told me what to tell him. I forgot to send him the list. My bad. I got you. You know what I'm saying? It's my fault. Like I would literally do that.
I see you.
And they would be looking crazy, but they were always thankful for what they did got. Thank God I didn't have selfish children.
Right.
But that's just me. But I do understand that point though, Lovejoy, what you're saying. Because a lot of people do fall into that every year. And that's where I think parents get stressed during this time of year because now they're trying to live up to that. The kids then went and told Santa 50 million things that they want, and they all cost over $300. All as a parent, you trying to make that happen.
I'm on my PS5.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You didn't went and told Santa, and you didn't told the kids now Santa gonna get you what you want. And they want this $1,300 PS5. You know what I'm saying? So now you right here, you done spent the rent money, you done went and took out some loans and everything to make that happen.
Well,
and I think a lot of people fall into that trap.
All right, guys.
I never took it down. All right, shut it down.
I gotta shut it down. I'm sorry, guys.
You gotta shut it down?
We are an hour and a half.
That's okay.
And it's good. You know, we love having these conversations, man. I'm getting ready to, I really want to flip the script on you. But I ain't gonna do it tonight. I really want to flip the script.
On who?
On all y'all.
About what?
See, his camera done died on him.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm finna throw another battery in there. Come on with it.
He ain't got about a good hour and a half for real on that battery.
A couple minutes and flip the script, man.
I was like, you know, we sometimes, you know, I was gonna ask, you know, how we go pray and we don't get what we want. How do we? Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. All right. So anyway, can we? You want me to wait for this man to come back?
Listen, I'm still here.
He can hear you.
We got batteries.
I think Carlton really see my point in that.
I ain't never went in debt for it, Carlton. Now you got some people, if that's their mindset, Carlton, that's their mindset. Right. But I haven't ever gone into debt and put myself into harm's way financially.
But Mario,
some people have
you an aberration, Mario. The average person, you know this.
Right. They in debt. They are needing that tax check. They need that tax check next year to pay for Christmas.
So you're different, Mario, in that sense. But the average person goes into debt trying to do that. We understand you said you're playing for it. Dude, that's commendable. But how many people you know, seriously, do what you've done to make sure that your kids had the Christmas that they had? How many people you know did that?
A handful, but not many. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get where you're going.
I mean, Christmas happens every year at the same time, guys. A little planning can help you out.
Coming.
You know what's coming. All right, guys. I gotta shut it down. I love this, man. And I'm so proud of our y'all. Hey, four black guys, can y'all give it up for our audience, man? We have really y'all stuck with us the whole night, man. Man, y'all don't know. I was looking at the numbers. I'm like, man, they are really with us.
Y'all with us for real. Now go
and they were very engaged.
Go and like and share the video.
Right, go and like and share the video. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, guys.
It'll be on YouTube in a few days.
Right, it's on YouTube
tonight.
Oh, it's on YouTube tonight. Oh, it's streaming now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so go to that page, guys, and you can watch it at any time. Of course, you can go to the Facebook page. Man, it's been an awesome time. Y'all put up your 4s. I got some lemonade to make. Yes, the orders is popping. Thanks to James.
I got videos to do. Mario got some t-shirts to make. And Lovejoy got some investing to do.
That's right.
We got to get it done.
Josh, we do not need a 3-hour show, sir. And shout out to my daughter, Khalees, for her painting. That Lovejoy. Thank you so much, Lovejoy.
Appreciate I'm going to put mine on the wall for next week's show.
I'm going to get one eventually.
Right.
I'm still waiting.
The back there.
You know, you got to have that artist imagination to paint.
Right.
And she did. She did. Look there, guys.
Right.
I made sure that I put that up so people on the show
can see it. I'm waiting on mine. I'm gonna put mine right here.
Yeah.
Steve, I need to do a creative video for her, man, of her actually doing a painting.
Okay. We can get it done. Man, look at they still with us. We're trying to shut off. They still with us. Man,
and gained another one.
We talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
All the stuff.
Yeah.
That's trivial and stupid. Why don't we give a moment to that right there, man?
Yeah.
That baby did that. And that's on. And if you're going to invest into something, why don't we invest into that?
Right.
Those are our kids.
That's good.
Those are our kids. Mario's daughter just finished, she just graduated, went through hell to get her degree. Why don't we push that kind of stuff, man?
Right.
I'm not saying we did anything wrong tonight. I'm just saying sometimes there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, he got his.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those were pre-made.
Oh, so I'm the only one sitting over here that ain't got no picture. Oh, okay.
Hey, dude.
Oh, I feel some kind of way right
No,
now.
don't rush the process, Doc. Don't rush the process.
It's a creative process in it, bro.
Can I just be honest with y'all?
Yeah.
When the FedEx truck, UPS truck pulled up, I was like a kid. When I saw the name on it, I ran in the house and tore the box open because I knew exactly what it was.
You was excited.
He was excited.
That made me more excited than jumping in my Jeep.
Now
Thank
that's big because you
I'm
love your
serious though, man.
Keisha, you late. You late.
Who is
You know, we
Keisha?
come on at 7:30. You late.
Key.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, Keisha, we about to log off, baby. We just talking nothing now. I mean, we ain't saying nothing, but we doing a wrap-up talk.
Right,
Man.
Tracy. Invest into their imagination. See, because that right there, that's a seed. To me, that's a seed.
Dude.
That is right. You know what, Tracy? I agree with you so much. So much. I regret I killed my kid's imagination one time and it hurt it hurt my feelings when I found out I killed. And I said I never want to do that again. I killed my son's imagination. And it was over something simple. It was wrestling. I told him wrestling wasn't real. That hurt my son. It did, bro. That hurt Mike. I was like, and I just said it on a whim. He was talking about, oh, that ain't real anyway. You know what I mean? It was just
killed his
you gotta
whole
crush
vibe.
his imagination. Man. I crushed him. I said, I don't never want to do that again.
Now we going. So this is what happens after the show, guys. I'm serious.
Right.
Sometimes we need to create a Patreon page for guys who want to stick with us after the show. Because it get real interesting after the show.
We have to put all types of parental advisory censors,
Right.
all types of stuff up for the after show, y'all.
Now my mama has logged in at 9 o'clock. Why are you not sleeping? My mom.
Okay, yeah, we got to redo that. Y'all
Mom,
don't
we
get
come on at 7:30 now. You logging in and it's time to go.
Lovejoy, calm down. The man mama on here, you can get crunk. So
No, I did good tonight, y'all.
You did real good.
I'm proud of you.
You only said one tonight.
I said one. I did
You
say
only
one.
said one.
Oh man, no. I was trying to go for none tonight.
This is not a 4-hour show. We
Right.
are not.
All right, that's it, guys. I'm about to shut it down. Put up your fours. Thank you so much, guys. We thank you so much for being with us. We thank you for your loyalty to us. We'll be on here every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m.
7:30, y'all.
Central.
7:30.
All right, we'll see y'all next week. Be blessed.
Santa Claus is coming to town since I'm bleeding fat white man.
Oh my, good night.
Santa